All right, let's get this. Let's get this going. We got a long detailed paint expression situation phenomena. Um, we got a lot to do. We do. We pretty much have to go back all the way over this entire wall to get all of the details. Woo, man. It still feels like I made a burger. Like I feel like I made a burger. Like, and even if I add like that tan to the bottom of this, it feels like I made an entire burger out of this. It's funny. That's so funny. I don't even know what I'm going to start on today, but we're going to put some paint on. We're going to put some paint on. Yeah. I really want to get the words though. The words is like really like catching my attention so hard. And even that, like I start to spray paint, there's like this blue light, and most of that is not supposed to be red. So I got to go and paint over all of that when I put in the highlights. Oh man, I feel like I just woke up. Oh wait, I just woke up. So now we're just gonna figure out where we're gonna go from here, man. Oh man, I had such a crazy night. And we're gonna keep having good nights though. We really are. I wish I could live stream the nights that I have, but I want somebody else to be recording because I don't feel like holding the camera for 12 hours. Like when I go out and I'm amongst the people. Oh my gosh, that's trash. Yeah. But yeah, that's what we're here for. The first day I saw it was a blank wall, and I was like, man, I cannot wait to see what it looks like when it's completely like just covered with the paint that I brought. You know what I'm saying? Well, I didn't buy it, but you get the idea. And I was like, we getting there, man. We are really getting to where I say I need this to look like, and it's absolutely golden right now. This is the best experience ever, man. This by far. This makes everything. Wait, is there paint on this? Hold on. I know I cleaned these brushes. Wait, okay, this is the brush that I need. Okay, so yeah, we're just gonna have to sit here and do details for a while. I'm not scared. I'm not scared. We have. I'm gonna put some gloves on too. Oh, thank you for joining us today, y'all. I'm really tired. I'm so tired. Check this out. All right, so I was out till like 1. I think it was like 1 o'clock, and I'm out here, y'all don't understand. Like when I get it, like I don't have no other ideas. I just focus on the main, and then I just go for it. And no matter what, I'll always come out of that a winner. And when I tell you I'm a winner, like, oh, somebody stepped on that. Oh, was that me? Is that my shoe? No, somebody else was here. Was that my brother? Somebody else was here. Anyway, so I think that was my brother that did that. Anyway. So like last night, I don't want to say that. Yo, like when you put something and you focus something into like reality, you just focus on it so hard that you hope that the energy like is there for it, and the moment is there for it, and the idea, and you know, whoever else you bring along, like it's so wild to just be like, wait, I'm actually here. I'm actually experiencing that. And you're like, oh shit, now I'm in control. Like, it's like, it like pushes you back into the reality. Like, yo, you're here. Like, do whatever you feel like you should be doing to get that momentum. I talked to some people last night. And I always tell myself I have to talk to at least 10 people a day. I don't care if it's on the internet, if it's real life, at least 10 people, because I need to hear what it feels like to be, you know, alive. That's basically it. I'm hearing what other people tell me they are alive. I met this lady last night too. She was my Lyft driver. And I'm not going to tell you what her name is, but she did something I've never seen other people do. And yeah, she was young and she had like this mind frame. And I thought she was a bot for a minute. Because like when she was talking to me, she was like few words and she was just like very non-social. But I get it. You know what I'm saying? You out late night but she was like, I don't share personal information. And I was like, all right, but I'll just share what I am. And I told her, I was like, I'm a creator, I'm an artist. I said, I paint. I said, you know, my category or my niche is like, I like to paint, you know, abstract and, you know, animals. So she was like, oh, that's really nice. And then that was it. And I was like, I got out the car and I went home. Like, and that was it. I was like, I got nothing from this other person. And things like that, it makes me believe like they're non-playing characters for whatever reason. I mean, you know, 10 years from the down the line, whatever she's going through, whatever's happening in her life, she will undo herself from this NPC like thought process. Because, you know, like it's dark outside. She might even carry the blicky, you know what I'm saying, to make sure that nobody harms her and stuff like that. But I'm like, if I get in your car, you're going to have conversation with me because I'm a stranger in your car. You don't have to be open. You don't have to tell me like where you live and, you know, what's your, you know what I'm saying, your favorite shoot, like whatever. But I did that. And that was one of the people that I talked to last night. And it was really interesting because I was like, I wanted more from her. And then she gave me nothing. You know, like, I'm not saying she didn't give me anything because I'm having a conversation about her right now. But I was like, she gave me nothing to be like alive. That's what I'm trying to say. She didn't feel like she was an alive person. What's up, Yuzu? What's up, Don Drell? You said, man, you better keep going. Let's go. I'm here, man. I'm here. You said, after this, paint people sitting inside at the tables staring at their phones. Ha, ha, ha. Wait, what? So at this, but after this, paint people sitting inside at the tables staring at their phones. Ha, ha, ha. Yeah, so the owner, the person that I'm doing this commission for, he said he don't want no people. And I was like, okay, well, that makes sense too. I mean, I could paint all types of people. They're just figures and stuff. But I could paint them sitting at the table, like right here, somebody's little head, because these are where the little benches and stuff, or the little tables are. Like this little red thing right here is where they're supposed to be sitting. And this one too, right here, this little sleeve of color right here at the bottom is a table. Yeah, et cetera, et cetera. You said add one of you cats barfing. I probably could. I would have to ask him, like, did you mind if I just signature that with like one of my cats back here just behind the wheel, just barfing, like right there, just spewing his guts right there. I'm gonna ask him too. Let me see what he says. You said, whoops, pee-pee. Hey, Adondra, you said, how much more do you have left to do? I gotta put details in this. The lettering up here is like really crazy. All of this right here, all of this stuff right here is not supposed to be here. This is all supposed to be like a blue. But like I had to spray it so the letters would stand out. I just couldn't figure out how to do that without spraying the hell out of everything. And like this little white patch right here, I'm gonna have to go over this with blue again because it's not dark enough. But yeah, everything else has to be like magic. Like everything has to look real. Yeah, but that's what we're doing. I'm trying to think of what I need to do because I'm not sure if I want to get on I know I have to get this white space right here. Whatever this is, that's not finished. Yeah, this is a window. This is a wall. To the sweat drop down my balls. Yeah, there's a right here. I didn't add any paint in here either, but we're gonna get to it though. I said I just wanted to come in and do details. That's it. That's really it. Time to make a punch list. That's a really good idea. Just like I said, I need to still fill in these little gaps right here. This is a gap right here of color. But once again, I'm not using, that's not true. But I have to open up the green again and then add green because this is a layer of rainbow colors here that projects off of the roof and everything. And this one too. Yeah, yeah, yeah. But I think I can stand for most of these and just paint this. So that's what I'm gonna do. I need my other phone so I can see what I'm painting. And I said I was gonna get my other phone turned on. My phone turned on, so I can have two phones on because I'm making money now. And I should always have two active phones. I mean, it's not like anybody gonna call me on both of them, but you know what I'm saying? I'm a baller right now. You know what I'm saying? You gotta do what you do, bro. Gotta do what you do. Because this phone that I'm using right now to live stream, it started acting crazy, man. Like YouTube just, you know, YouTube is like it's up to date, but if you don't up to date your phone, YouTube would be like, well, because like when I go, and it's just wild. So I'm gonna share this with you because I've been using these phones for a while. They're Samsungs. I think they're 11s, 12s, or 13s, 15s, 16s, whatever they are. I've been using them forever, and they're unique because they work. Like, you know, like what else am I supposed to do? But YouTube will be like, I'll be typing something in to go to the live stream. I'll set the live stream up or whatever, and then I'll out of it. And then YouTube's like, you took too long. So when I come back in there, it'll just automatically erase everything that I was programming into the phone. Like, you know, like the description, the picture, it'll just delete everything if I go outside the app. And I'm like, well, maybe it's my phone. Maybe my phone's not updated. Blah, 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 whatever. So I'm just having like little minor situations with that. And, you know, I just want to make sure that my phone is what it's supposed to be doing. Because if not, then I'm out of the loop. I can't play in the race. You know what I'm saying? If this is a competition, you know, to get the most likes and screen time and whatever, I still have to play the game as best as possible. And I'm not playing the game because somebody else told me, it was like, yo, why don't you got an iPhone? Why don't you go buy an iPhone, man? Everybody got an iPhone. But I was like, I mean, I already give enough of my data out. Like, I feel comfortable not having iPhone track every goddamn thing I do. You know what I'm saying? And that's just, you know, my personal responsibility for myself because I know what they be doing. I'm just limiting them from being in my business. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm pretty sure that they track our, you know, like right now, there's a camera. And I'm pretty sure my camera's being used by some random person because they have access to our, you know, whatever. I go into stuff like that because it's really true. Like, I don't know what these people be doing. They be like, oh, I'm just gonna go watch Perky's. Let me go watch Perky's on his phone. Like, how do you get access to my phone? Well, the companies already own our phone. They know what we're doing all the time. They just want to get permission. That's why they have standard agreements and stuff like that, because they want to get permission to be like, oh, well, you signed this on this dot to give us permission to watch you 24/7 through your phone, because there's a camera right here, nonstop. There's a camera always here. You know what I'm saying? There's our audio. They take our audio. Like, I just don't want to give access to people that don't, you know what I'm saying, ain't got shit to do with my life. You feel me? All right, well, everybody's gone again. Oh my gosh. All right, we're gonna put some of this. Anyway, so last night we had I don't know if I want to tell people like everything. I don't know how I feel about telling everybody everything. Oh no. But yeah, I had a really good night last night. Once again, I'm manifesting. I think it might just be a seasonal thing, because I'm manifesting things that, let's just say I want something that is material. Like, oh, I want a shirt. And I'm like, how do I get this shirt? And I was like, I have to go to the mall. I have to go online, and someone has to have it, right? And so what I do is I think of all of the ways to get there to get it. I imagine myself standing in line. I don't even know who's going to be working there. You know what I'm saying? When I go to this physical place, but I know what is possible. So I put myself in that embodiment. Like I'm gonna be there. I gotta swipe my card. I gotta hold the clothes. I have to feel. I have to try it on. Whatever that is, I have to be in the moment in order to get whatever that I say that I'm manifesting at that point. So that's what I did last night. And damn, I did a great job, bro. I'm telling you. Other than like finding some baddie to go talk to for a couple hours. You know what I'm saying? Like I didn't do all of that. I talked to a few females, but nothing like, you know what I'm saying? It's like, it's weird because I be waiting on people and I'm like, why do I gotta wait on y'all? Well, because we're going through our cycle. We're just going through all, like, I don't have time for that stuff. I really don't. So yeah. But last night was cool because I was watching the games and stuff like that. And just picking up on a few drinks and stuff like that. I'm an adult, so I can drink and enjoy the night like that. And that's what I did. Yeah. And I thought I was gonna be able to finish all of the gaps yesterday, so I'll go in and just do nothing but details, but it looks like I'm gonna have to just step back and just realize that we're not there yet. And it's okay. It's okay. I'm gonna get another stand too, because actually it's at home. I do have another stand. Okay. Hold on. So I was like, man, I forgot because I was using my stand to plant some flowers indoors. You know what type of flowers I'm talking about. You know what I mean? But I forgot I switched them and put them outside. So I was like, damn, I have a whole nother stand that's available. I might as well so I'm gonna do that the next time Oh shoot, who is that? Is that Kate? What's up, Kate? How you doing? Nice to see ya. Perkies, Amizu. Kate said hi. Like and subscribe. Hit the bell from Perky. Said hi. I am sorry, Omizu. You said like and subscribe. Hit the bell from Perky. Good morning, Kate. How are you doing today? Let's go. Yeah, how's your day treating you, Kate? I appreciate you joining. I appreciate you subscribing. I appreciate you being here for this momentous experience. And I'm not sure, Kate, if you're an adult or whatever. You know what I'm saying? I'm just gonna say that I do say a lot of adult stuff, and I've been recently telling my adult, So we're gonna take it there this morning. I'm gonna try not to go overboard because we are still painting, and I want people to get that part of the experience rather than the experiences that I experience outside of painting. Because I'm telling you, this is how we do. Can I just not open this can? Yeah. So I'm telling my experiences because I'm manifesting, and maybe you manifest as well. And so, god dang, bro, did I shut this on? This thing did not want to open up. What the heck, bro? Got my scissors all painted on. Yeah, so that's what I've been doing. I've been manifesting as much as I can so I can get what I say, every day. Every day. So yesterday I manifested because I'm about to travel because it's summertime. Every time summertime come around, I'm like, I gotta be somewhere where I have not been. So I want to travel to 2 different states in the same exact month, and I'm gonna do it back to back. So I need some extra funds and things like that. So I have to go to places where I can access that, and I'm at one of them right now. So I'm trying to get this mural finished. So that'll be in my manifest. Yep, that's what we doing right now. All right, that's exactly what we doing. I'm just gonna mix some of this. I'm gonna paint this. And my brother came over yesterday. So this is how this all started yesterday. My brother comes by. We're just connecting, and he tells me like yesterday or the day before. And I was like, damn, I was really proud of my brother. I really was. And I was like, you know what? If we're sharing these experiences, I was like, I want an experience like that too. And so I told him, I was like, you gotta come over to the building so I can show you what I've been doing with this project. So he comes in, and we go over like what I can do for the details and stuff like that. He said that there's a material, it's like a plastic, like a gummy material that I would put over, the edges. I would just smack it up against it, and then I would cut the line, and then I could use that material to close or separate from what I'm painting. And I never thought about it like that. There's an actual material that you can use, et cetera, et cetera. So I learned something from him, and that's my brother right there, my twin, because I am a twin. And yeah, it was just like really healthy. So he shared some of his really good energy with me. He told me he's doing good with his finances, and he's showing me how he get money too. So, and that's all a positive for us, because we're not gatekeepers. Both of us are not gatekeepers. And so, if you want the juice, if you want that, you know where to get it from, because we both got it. We both got the juice. So that was my experience with my brother. And wait, we went to go get something to eat as well. We went to Chipotle, and I was telling myself I don't want to eat. I'm not saying I'm not eating meat. I just don't want to feast on meat. When I go out to like these places, because like a lot of times I don't know what the hell they're serving us anymore. You can serve 1 million people a day. Like, what type of meat is that, bro? You know what I'm saying? And so chicken is like the #1 thing on the menu. So I got some rice from Chipotle, and a little bowl. And I'm glad I got a bowl. I'm glad I picked and decided that all of those things were the right things, because my evening went the exact way that I said I wanted to go. And I'm proud of myself because I make really good decisions. Make really good decisions. And I'm manifesting. Get it? Manifesting. Yep. The way I want my day to look like. Up. Scrape that wall. So, yep, that's what I did. I think this is supposed to be a little bit darker though. Oh, it's just turning into gray. Orange and black turns into gray. Who would have known? Who would have known? I'm gonna just wait till that dries. This is like a dark. Yeah, so this summer I will be traveling to a few different states, and catch up with some family, and yeah, pretty much catch up with family. I have a wedding to go to, and this lady said she want me to slide through. You know what I'm saying? So we're gonna have, actually 2 of them want me to slide through. Oh, that's funny as hell. And yeah, that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna slide through. So that's what we're gonna do, a little bit of traveling. And so I'm manifesting more income as if I already have it. You know what I'm saying? So I can make those things. Because let me see, I haven't sold a piece yet, but I haven't sold a piece to you yet. I haven't sold one to you yet. So you need to buy some artwork, buy some shoes, buy something that will that help me keep going. You know what I'm saying? You know, some people are like, "Yo, I don't wear house shoes," and I'm like, "Well, buy it for somebody else that might." You know what I mean? The whole point of this is you supporting me. You know what I'm saying? Just support me. That's it. You know, you don't like cats. I like dogs too. Do you like dogs? Support my dogs that I don't have. You know what I'm saying? Support the pictures that you would love to see me paint. Support that. It goes a long way. I'm just telling you. I think this is orange too. This is brown. Wait. Yeah, this is reddish brown. I'm gonna get some red. Oh, I gotta open that up. Hold on, give me 1 second. I'm trying to stay close to the chat today because I wasn't really chatting yesterday with the chat. I was just telling random things that what I was experiencing yesterday, which was the day before, which was cool. And like I said, I'm glad I made the decisions I did yesterday because it worked out really well. It did. It worked out really well. Like really well. I wish I could have got that basketball game though. I was enjoying watching that, but I was like not paying attention to it as much as I really could have. So yeah, game 6, game 5, or whatever the heck. No, game 6, I think it was. Yeah, and of course, it's a 3-3 game, I believe. So they might have another one on the way. Like I said, I mean, sometimes I just don't have time to, you know, if I have somebody over, because they wanted me to have the boxing match. I'm all over the place right now, but they wanted me to have the boxing match. I was like, yeah, I should have said that shit in advance. You can't last minute me and make me spend $300 for a match. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't do stuff like that. Like, we can always plan things ahead because we have the time. And they didn't, so I didn't have the match at my house. But I would like to do events like that. You know, like I said, I have the space, I have a projector. You know, we can do whatever it is, but I still need to make sure that it's in advance. So you know, we can make those things correct when people come to visit. I have the space. I have the space. Yeah. So it was a good experience. Let me see, it's Friday, and I'm thinking about doing the same exact thing I did yesterday, this morning. But I want more people to join me because drinking alone is wild. It's really wild. But you know, I handle my alcohol well. I just, you know, I might actually, you know what? Let me text a few people and see what they doing tonight. Like if y'all wanna come through, I'll buy a bottle. We sit there listening to some good music. Yeah, I think we're gonna do that because I'm still in this mode where I want to party a lot, and I have the time. I have the patience as well, and supposedly I'm supposed to have a party next weekend. I had planned this party. I'm just gonna say we planned this party already. I just be in my own little world sometimes. But we have a party, a birthday party. I'm hosting, and yeah, that's next weekend, and it's cool. I just have, I don't know. Like I said, it's a party for somebody else. It's not my party. Like it's not Perky's party. It's me hosting somebody else's party. Which, like I said, I'm good. I'm cool. I'm cool with that. I don't want no problem with that because I'm gonna make money off of that one too. Like I said, it's really about money. Like I don't care who you are. This world will do everything it takes to tell you that it's all about money and nothing else. Oh, you want to have a good time? How much money you got? How much money you got? You don't have enough money? Well, we can sit you in the back. Absolutely. Yeah, you can sit in the back. We're going to give you a cup of water and yeah, have a good night. Pretty much. That's how I see it. I'm just playing. But yeah, it do be like that sometimes. It really do. I think most of this is green. This is all green right here. This little highlighter. This little bar is green. And this is brown. This is all brown. But the building wraps around. It's weird because the building wraps around and it's pretty much cut off. So it's like this wall right here. I really want to make it green, but I'll take this up and then we'll just paint that real quick because hold on. Yeah. Oh, I did say I was supposed to go to the store, right? Check this out. I was supposed to go to the store and get that green frog tape, but I did something else yesterday that I did not include in going to Walmart or Home Depot or et cetera, et cetera. And so I'm sorry. Peel some of this paint off the wall on an accidental experience. And, yeah, and we're just gonna move on from it. Like I said, I was supposed to do details today, but I still have a few gaps that I didn't fill in beforehand. So yeah, we're just gonna go with whatever the flow is. Whatever that means, that's what we're gonna do. That's what that is. Appreciate you guys watching too. I appreciate the likes too, man. Got a few extra likes going on here, bro. And add some brown. Let me see what else is going on. Like I said, it's summertime. Trying to figure out like the most effective way to enjoy this summer. Like I said, I already have June locked up, but that's not the summertime. That's still springish. Is it summertime? It might be summertime. I don't know. But yeah, we have to figure out what. Yeah, I'm gonna have to figure out what we're gonna do. Like every day, I want to figure out like how I'm gonna make the best of it. I need some ideas. Somebody was like, "Oh, we should go and do Monster Jam." Let's see, I want to make sure you guys can see me. Somebody was like, "Yeah, we should go do Monster Jam." I was like, "All right, I'll buy the tickets. Sure, let's do that." So that's what we gonna do. Yep. We're gonna go to Monster Jam. We're gonna get some food. By that time, it'll be dinner time, so we're probably gonna go to a restaurant and get some food. But that's just one thing. That's one thing on the list. I mean, the days, you know, obviously we'll be doing other things in between that, but yeah, Monster Jam is on the list. Yeah, they got this Allerson Wonderland thing. I like plants, so I like to go to places where they have like botanical gardens and stuff like that. So I don't know. That's just one thing that because I like to plant things. I'm a herbologist. Yeah. I like herbs. Yeah, I'm just gonna darken this wall because there's really nothing going on in this area, other than the fact that there's just a paint spot. Because there's no people in this. I'm talking about this mural. There's no people in here. We already discussed that people. It wouldn't make sense for us to add people. So, and put some more tape up here real quick. So yeah, that's how I'm gonna start my summer, and yeah, I'm gonna get to it though. Like I want to go to the beach and stuff like that here locally, and I don't know who I asked. I asked questions about like what people do in this area. People are like, we don't go to the beach. Blah, blah. I'm like, what people live in an area that just don't like take up the scenes anymore? Everybody gets so swamped and boring. I've been trying to find. I'm telling you, I've been trying to find tons of people to go do stuff with. They'd be like, I don't really go to the beach because it's too hot. But they'll go all the way down to Florida. Like, come on, y'all. Come on. You'll go all the way down to Florida, but you won't go to the local beach. Tripping, man. Tripping. Because I didn't go to the beach at all last summer. Huh? No, I didn't go to the beach at all last summer. No. I mean, what type of stuff is that? Like I said, I like to do stuff, but I don't like to do shit all by myself all the time. Like that shit is weak as hell. Be weak. Like what y'all gonna do this week? We got work. Bro, you can work when you die, bro. Get that. You know what I'm saying? That's a straight line. That's a straight line. Let me see. What else? Okay, that's a box right there. Oh, this is supposed to be higher up. Okay, so we're gonna put some tape there. Put some tape right here. Yeah, like even Don Drell, like you're at the beach, bro. You know what I'm saying? People will be like, I go to the beach every day. What else is there to do? And then you go to a different part of the state or something like that, and then y'all end up going to the beach like like come on, man. Like which one is it? I just think that's interesting. Yeah, because I ask people that all the time, like, oh, like when's the last time you went to the beach? Like, come on, y'all. Bro. We missing out. I'm like, you can do all of those things, like adult things, at the beach too. I mean, other than driving, people, obviously, we don't want no real issues. You know what I'm saying? When you driving with, your party atmosphere inside your gut. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? You can't party like that everywhere, but that's why everybody stay at home. They'd be like, well, I'm just gonna stay at home and drink all day. Like I said, this is like the back wall or the corner wall of this. And I just want to add another color so it's like a layer of, this is supposed to be a straight line too. Oh yeah, if you're doing murals on brick,
either use spray paint and a foam brush, because it'll get in between all the little cracks and divvies. It's so easy. I mean, paintbrushes is cool, but yeah. What else is there? All right.
Let me stand back and look at this. Even though I say it looks cool, I feel like I need to do something with that edge though. It's there though. You know, like I said, most of the focus will be here in the center part. But that little area, because I don't want, yeah, you get what I'm trying to do. You get it. You get it. All right, so let's see. What else are we doing for? So is that wall? That's shakes. This is the brown wall right here. And it's got red. And it's got like a little tiny window right here, like a little square window. I don't know what that is, but it's probably not that serious.
I guess at this point I should be trying to figure out how I'm going to get to Japan too. Like I said, I'm building up my flight money and travel expenses and stuff like that. You know, whatever I'm going to buy when I get to the place. So I need extra money and stuff like that, little monies. So that's what I'm doing right now, and it's healthy. I think it's really healthy this way. At it like that. Like a lot of people, like, yeah, I got that in the bank, and
I mean, I do too. When I go places, I really don't want to think about. I mean, I think about a budget and stuff like that, but I don't know. Stuff happens, man.
you want to go and spend extra $100 somewhere. So that's how I think of situations like that. You know, I'm glad I got it. You know, I'm not a party pooper. Like, oh, I can't go there because I don't. No, I don't put none of that stuff in here. Every time I travel, my son always wants something. And I'm not saying that I say no, because I almost never say no. I'd be like, go ask your mom.
Like, go ask your mom.
And he'd be like, well, she gonna say no. No. Well, what you want me to do about that then? I'm gonna change the, anyway. But yeah, so stuff like that. Yeah, stuff like that. And I might want to go party or something, so I might have to get an outfit while I'm out there. Their malls is different from the malls here too. So,
oh, that's another thing. I saw, and I was watching this video. They were in Dubai, and they have the most amazing mall that I've ever seen in my entire life. In Dubai, they had a whole aquarium in Dubai inside the mall. Let me just add that, because I was like, damn, they really doing it like that? I mean, everybody dressed the same, but then I was like, oh, there's some people that know how to dress. They got everything that I thought of, like as far as designers, they have every one of those. And I was like, our malls lack everything, because they're like, they made us. I'm gonna tell you this, they made us shop online. That's what they did. So what they doing with all of our establishments on purpose, I know they doing this on purpose, because Dubai got the most incredible places to spend their money. You know, like we don't have Hermes, and we don't have
Dolce and Gabbana. We don't have Chanel. Like, we don't have places like that at our malls. I've never seen, and as long as I've been living in the US, we've never had those places in our mall with an outlet. But I was like, man, if they just did more things like that, people would be attracted to it. Not saying that we have all of the money like Dubai people, citizens and tourists and stuff like that. But I'm like, we can do stuff like that. But nobody wants to spend that much money. So, ain't nobody coming to the mall to spend $1,000. Sorry. People are going to go to the mall and spend a few $100s and that's it. And then go home, get some ice cream and go home. It's not dark enough either. I don't know what that light source is. We're just going to add brown to that. But yeah, I saw a walkthrough. Some random ass person was doing a walkthrough in Dubai, and it just blew my mind. I was like, oh, I think I'm there. I think we are definitely traveling to this place in order to get. Do I need tape? I think I might need tape for that. Yep, to get an experience like that. And I was like, man, I'll just live stream being there. Forget everything else. I mean, I would shop obviously, but I was really, really blown away by that atmosphere that they had. And I said, the women, ooh, buddy, women. I mean, we got some beautiful women here, but I was like, I'm trying not to compare that to anything else that I've ever experienced. But women, wow, just above and beyond. Oh, still too. Oh. Yeah, such a cool atmosphere, and their artwork and how they things are pretty cool too. They have like giant everything. Just check that out. A walkthrough of the mall in Dubai. I'm not sure if there's just one, saying, or there's more. But I checked that on my list of things and places that I definitely could travel to if I'm over in that area of the world. I will definitely be doing something twice, 3 times maybe. Yeah. Yeah, making it happen. All right. Nope, it peeled that off. Okay. Yep. It peeled that off too. Man, this is grueling right now. It just keeps peeling the paint off like. It just keeps peeling the paint off. It feels like I make me want to take a break. It feels like I should take a break because it keeps peeling the paint off, and I got to go back over top of it. You said good morning, Omizu. Let's go. It is a good day though. It really is. It's a really good day. I think I need to get up there too. Yeah, this has been a wild week, man. I've been going at it like 100% all freaking week, man. Oh, that's blue up there. I need white and light blue. Sorry if my. Actually, I'm not sorry. I'm sorry that I keep smacking my microphone up against my who, my ha, my I think he said I did have blue. Am I tripping?
Let's dark blue. I'm gonna have to add white to that too. Where's the white?
Because I'm gonna get up on the ladder real quick, and get that corner. Let's see if I can make this a lighter color. Nope, it's still like dark. Yeah, that's really, 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 really. I think it would be. I think I just need to add white. I think that's what it is. Hmm. All right, well, let's get on this ladder real quick. So there is a strobe. There's a strobe that goes. It's just such a weird thing. This is the strobe of light that goes through here. I might have to add tape so I can get that. And then this edge right here, there's an edge of light. I might have to. I definitely might have to. Okay. What's that? It's like right underneath it. It goes from. So it feels like I need to splatter this paint rather than. Need to color this too. So in terms of like things that I've painted before, I think this is the most detailed that I've had to do in a very long time. Yeah, I think so. Even portraits are not that detailed. There's an easy way to do things. I mean, it's just a shape. You add your colors, your highlights, and your darks. But this has every freaking color in it. And it's a way bigger canvas size too than I've ever painted on. I thought about that too, because I was like, one day I'm gonna have to paint larger size canvas. Because people, you know, they either want the smallest or the largest of canvas. That in between stuff really doesn't make them feel well about, you know, because those prices are huge differences. People are like, well, if we just gonna go big, we're gonna go big. We're not gonna go small. And even my guests, you know what I'm saying, they only want to take small items home. They don't want no giant, you know, because they're like, I live in an apartment and we don't have room on the wall and blah, 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 whatever their excuses for not having larger. I saw this guy, I watched um, this YouTube experience of this guy who, you know, make millions or whatever. And he was like, I'm going to invest in a dinosaur. And I'm thinking like, you know, he gonna buy it and then, you know, he gonna put it in a museum because that's what most people do. That's an investment. They just lease it out to the museums, and the museums give him profit, give him partial profit or whatever. No, he was like, no, I'm gonna put this in my house. He said, I'm gonna put that in the next room, a dinosaur. And I was like, that was the most ballingest shit I've ever seen in my life. Somebody put a whole dinosaur, and I was like, you know what? I think I could put a dinosaur in my house too. I used to make um, things out of cardboard. I was so fascinated with cardboard. I made a tree and I make it extend out, and it was like it's growing out of the wall, and it was a huge tree. So I was like, things like that are fascinating to me. But I was like, I never thought about putting a dinosaur in my house. And I was like, damn. I was like, I could do something like that one day. This dude, I don't know, this thing must have been like a good 20, like 20 feet. That shit was crazy, man. I was like, dude, you have way too much. And, you know, I was saying he don't have way too much, but he has way too much money to not do stuff like that. I would have did something like that too. Absolutely. You said we're gonna put a what in the house? What day? What day we gonna do that? Because that sounds exciting. It sounds really exciting, man. It really does. All right, we're gonna put this line. Yeah. Yep. Yep. Make sure I got this right too. I think this is all blue. All this little light blue. Mm-hmm. Probably doing this a little backwards, but this is the way my brain works. So this is a strobe light that's going to run in here, like a little LED. I don't know what they called them back then, but it's going to run all the way through and into the building as if it's striking the building. What was I saying about the dinosaur? That I want one? I don't know. Maybe I'll like just construct one of my cats, and then that'll make me feel better. Just make a giant ass cat. Because I talked to this lady last night. That's what the other conversation was. This lady last night, man, she had a whole entire cat with her. I'm like, yo, where and how, where did we get to this point? She had it on her shoulder. She had the whole cat on her shoulder. It was like a little kitten, but I was like, no, I had to stop and talk to her. I did. I stopped and talked. She said the cat's name was Darla or something like that. I wasn't sure if she said that was her name, but it was like a little black cat. And I was like, I think this cat is not, I don't think this cat's, I don't think this cat's supposed to be here, but I don't make the rules. I was like, I'm just hoping it's not sick. Like one of those, like, they got cats, like kittens get whatever that disease is. But it was like, it was a furry, like, it looks like it needed a hairbrush. Yeah, that's what it looked like it needed. And I was like, damn, lady. But it was a cool, it was a cool experience. Like I was like, I have to talk to you. Because I've never seen anybody bring a cat into an establishment and nobody say nothing. Like nobody said a damn thing. It wasn't like she was bothering anybody or anything like that. She was just sitting there on her phone, drinking her. I was like, I ain't never seen that before. I was like, you know what? The world is changing and we have to adapt to those type of things. And I wouldn't mind. Like people bring dogs to everywhere. She got a little teacup dog. You know what I'm saying? Like, and everybody's just used to her bringing her dog in there, so it's acceptable now. You know what I'm saying? Like, and that's just what it is. But it was cool. Like, she had a whole cat on her shoulder. Yep. And it was awesome. I was like, I draw and paint cats, and I enjoy. She's like, do you have a cat at home? I hate when people ask me that. I'm so sorry. Please stop asking me if I have cats at home, because I'm like, I don't have an answer for that. I don't want to be weird when I say I do. And they're like, well, what kind of cat do you have? And I'm like, a cat, a house cat. I don't know what else. What other cats come out, out of a litter? Like, is it a Boston tarantula cat? Like I don't know. Like I've never heard anybody describe what other cats there are. Like, you know what I'm saying? I mean, like wild cats, but never. What cat do you have? I swear I've never asked anybody else that either. Like when I come to your house, what kind of cat is that? Like no, I just never have. Yeah, but I was just interested. I thought it was interesting. Yeah. But yeah, in the past, I did try to make a physical, like large cat. And for whatever reason, I just couldn't wrap my head around it. So I just gave up. And I was like, you know what? In the future, I'll get it right. But I'm sure it wasn't difficult. Just never made a 6 foot, 200-pound cat before. And, I'll just work on it. I'll work on it. I will in the future. Because when people come in the house, they'll be like, oh, that's the cat you're talking about. Yeah. That type shit right there. That's what I do. That's what I'm doing. Making cats like this. And then maybe people will, stop asking me like how many cats I have. I just got one. Just the one that's in the middle of the floor. Yeah. Yeah. Actually, you know what? I went to, what's the name of that one place? Was it? No. No. Creighton, no. Damn it. What's the name of that place? It's a little food place. And they have like all types of little,
Oh, why is this line not straight? I think I just got paint on my face from doing that. I shouldn't have did that. And that's not a straight line anymore. I went to a little place to eat. I can't remember the place's name, but I went to eat there, and I'm just just wait till that dries, and then we're gonna paint that. And that's what we're gonna do. We'll just wait till that dries, and we're gonna paint that blue. But they had this like cat in the bed, and then it's like it breathed. Like it had like, yeah. And I was like, damn, I'm gonna buy that. And I didn't buy it. I should have. Or I could have just stole it too. Because I really wanted it, but I was like, man, I'm spending. That was the day after my house party too. I should have just bought it. But it's still there. I'm sure I don't have any regrets. And then I could just tell people I have, I actually do have cats. I have cats. I don't know. Maybe people are really that much more interested in that. They're like, can I touch your cat? We're like, yeah, for sure. I don't know if I want to get a male or a female though, but I am definitely destined to get a cat. I'm pretty sure that's going to happen in my experience. I had cats as a kid. That's why I enjoy cats. I had some really interesting cats growing up. We named our first cat when I lived in New Jersey. I named the first cat Tuna, and it was a cool little kitten at first. And then my mom put it in the basement, and that was it. That was it. Never really had that connection with the cat anymore. And I was like, well. And then my mom said that she gave the cat away, which I think she didn't. I think she took it out as far as she could, and then she let it go. I'm just going to say that because, yeah. Feeding 3 people as it is enough. You got to feed a cat, take care of a cat, and the cat got injured. Nah. She's like, we're not playing with this no more. Why couldn't I get that edge straight, bro? All right, I'm getting down off this ladder. It's hurting my feet. But yeah, those are my first experiences. And then I never really had a cat. I had dogs though. I had like 3 dogs. You said, good job, buddy Perky. You said, good Omizu. You said, how many don't you have? How many cats don't I have? Like 500. Yeah, that's how many cats I don't have. Oh, why does it look like that though? It's really messing with me right now. Yeah, but I say every time somebody comes to the house, they be like, oh, I heard you're into cats. Like, can I see your cat? And I'm like, they're on the wall. That's it. Like, they're really just all on the wall. So, yeah, they're all on the wall. All right, so I'm going to lay down these right here, this little space right here. And it's like yellow, but it's like a little darker. And then it's like red. So we're just gonna put the sidewalk here and see if I can match those colors. Like I said, it's like a darkish, grayish, yellowish. Let's see, do I need, it's like dark brown. Let me see. More darker.
Yeah, 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 yeah. Or I could just add blue to it too. Probably shouldn't have closed this either because I'm definitely gonna need this to be open. So it's dark up against there. I could probably add this darker color first. It's like, ooh, that did not do that. Yes, you're gonna need lines to make this tape straight. Exhausting is what that is. Shit. Oh my gosh, there's so many divvies in here, bro. Oh my God. So yeah, the sponge is definitely helping me get in between the creases of the wall and the spots where it just does not want to inlay. But we're powering it through. Yeah. I'm just gonna use the other brush so I can make this a little bit easier. Shit. I wonder. I feel because it's like quiet. I feel like I should be like humming to myself or something. I said I didn't want to listen because I listened to music all day yesterday, and I'm like, it's too much. I mean, for the audience maybe, but for me, it's like the background noise of the cars running by the street is a little bit better. Come on, get in there. No, but I do want a large cat though. I want like a tiger, a minx, or a saber-toothed tiger or something. Did I say tiger already? I said tiger twice already. That's what I want. I want a tiger. You know, can I afford a tiger right now? Absolutely not. Do I want one in the future? Absolutely. I'll have two of them. I want two of everything though. Yep. Why not? Life is meant for us to do what we please. Let's go. Be like, damn, why you got two tigers? Well, one for me and one for the tiger. You know what I'm saying? Oops. Let me see. What other places do I want to travel to? Because I've been to a couple countries, just like flybys, overnight stays, that type of stuff. Taking care of business. You know what I'm saying? I do need more people though from different countries. That's why I said I want to travel more because I know a bunch of people here. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm talking about? You know what it is? I need more people like that, but I need them from countries. Customers, consumers, just people I can hang out with. Like, that's what I'm gonna start manifesting too. Yeah, because I'm willing to go see anybody. I don't care who you are. I'll come see you. Hang out for the day, for the weekend. Just let me know. I am available. That is what I made my life available for. Yeah. Because if not, like, then I'll be stuck in a box my entire life. People are okay with that, but I want to go travel with my two lions. I'm gonna board the private plane with my lions. Mm-hmm. Let me see. What would I name the two lions though? I don't know. That's an interesting thing. Maybe when I look at them, maybe they'll give me a color or something. We start naming them colors. Just find like the most critical numbers, colors, and then I'll name them that. Because like when I call their name, I want them to respond to it as if, you know what I'm saying? Like if I named them blue or something like that, that would be cool. Or purple, you know? That's how I see it. There's like these splotches of darker color here. I want to make sure I get all of that. So it looks right. And that edge is sharp right there. I just got to make sure I straighten this line out. Maybe Tangerine would be a good name for a lion. Tangerine. No, let's forget about the colors. Let's just name it like an energy or something. Maybe I could just name them the cats that I already have: voracious, and yeah, we'll just do that. Right? Nobody objects to that? Okay. No objections. Nope, no objections. And I forgot I could use my hand to blend all of this paint in here too. Ha! Keep forgetting about that. What are gloves for? Make your hands look pretty? The fuck? Oh, that scraped off a lot. Anyway, I'm gonna try to get this straight line real quick. Look, sounds like somebody is messaging me. Who's messaging me? 3 people. Oh, wait, somebody did message me. Well, what time is this? 7 o'clock. Okay. Yeah, I think voracious would be a good name for my lion. My first lion, voracious. Just be like, voracious! And they would just come running, and I would just be like, oh my gosh, and they would just jump at me, and I would catch it in the air, and we would just spin it. Just playing. Yo, that would be so wild to watch that, though. Like, this dude's crazy. Yes, I am. I am really crazy. Yeah. Be like, this dude got a whole 2 tigers, and when he calls it, it comes to him like some Lion King movie or something. It was wild. So wild.
So wild. But I'm a cat lover. What else can you say? What else can you say about it, bro? Honestly, wait. No, I would really think about that, like a whole movie. I think there was like a scene in a movie where something like that happened. I think it was like Talladega Nights or something with what's that dude's name? I think there was a movie like that where he like purchased an animal and I don't know. It's all blurry again. Yeah, but that would be cool though. I'm serious. Like you gotta really think about stuff like that, man. Animals are animals. The animal kingdom. I would really buy one just to do stuff like that. I would really buy an animal just to do something that would be scary. Aren't you scared of your cat? Absolutely not. I'm in control. I brought him into this world and I will take him out at any point, even for a on the street. That would be wild. They'd be like, bro, you can't walk your cat down the street. But like he needs fresh air just like everybody else, right? Right? Am I missing something? Does the cats not allow they're not allowed to get fresh air too? Yeah, I'd probably get a cease and desist or some type of action order from the city, like. But then at that point, I wouldn't even care because I would own all of the property near me. You know, it would just be me and my cats just taking walks every day. What else is there to do? What else? What else? Well, I mean, everybody else walk their big ass dogs down the street, little mastiffs and Doberman. Somebody said that they could see me with Doberman pinchers. Yo, this is not making a straight line like I wanted to though. But yeah, somebody was like, yeah, I could see you with, and I thought about it and I was like, I mean, Wiz Khalifa has Doberman. He has a Doberman, but I don't know. That's Wiz Khalifa. I'm not Wiz Khalifa. I'm Perky's Pocket. I'm a whole different atmosphere. I mean, shit, if you can afford a Doberman Pinscher, why don't you get like 6 of them things? Why do you just get one? Who does that? Who just gets one freaking Doberman Pinscher? You know what I'm saying? Look it up. He has one dog. I'd buy 6 of them. You know? Oh, you're really pissing me off with that, bro. It took me a long time to get that color right, too. No. It took me a long time to get that color right, bro. And you make me peel off the freaking color in 2 seconds. I don't know how to get that color back. It's like a dark brown. This it's not it though. Let me see if it peeled off any of this green too. It's been up there on the wall for too long. A little bit. It peeled off a little bit. Just a little bit. It peeled off a lot of that. Okay. I think like before it dries, I should peel it up so at least the paint is still wet. So I can get, so I can get as much of that as a clean line as possible.
paint that green too, or dark green there. I am really getting hit up right now. Is it break time? Should I take a break, y'all? Or should I just keep going? I feel like I need to. And I know those people that are working on the house right now, I know they took like 6 breaks by now. I heard them stop. I mean, I didn't hear them for a while, and then they started back up again. So they must have taken a break too. The people that are building this house. They built that house in like 3 days. Put the foundation down. Took them a week to put the foundation. It took like 2 weeks to put the foundation down. And whew, let's see who's texting me. I've been streaming for an hour. Oh, this is Instagram. Sorry for the late reply. I'm only realizing this now. Are you in South Africa? Tina, ain't nobody in no damn South Africa. But I can ship to you, Tina. You say you could have many if they are the miniature. You talk about the lions, or what are we talking about? We talk about my tigers? Oh no, I'm just gonna get 2 tigers. We're not dealing with a whole litter and stuff like that. When we get a litter of them, we putting them on the market and selling them for $700,000-$800,000 a piece. Yeah, that's what we're gonna do. That's what we're gonna do. Yep, that's what we're gonna do. Yes, indeed. I think that was supposed to be a little bit darker. I came in there too strong. That was too strong. And I think this piece of the car is pissing me off too, because I didn't realize that that's not attached to anything right now. Sorry, I'm in like 2 different modes right now. Somebody had texted me and asked me if I lived in South Africa. What's R100? Is that Ruby's 100? Because I asked somebody, because they had liked some of my artwork, and I asked them if they were, if they had a budget for my artwork, if they had a budget, and he said 100 to 500 rubies. I think that's what R stands for. That's good. Does anybody know how much that rubies? I'm not really good at, but I'll get better at it though, for sure. I want people to have my artwork all over this great world. Come get it. Come get it. It's the cats too. I made three more cats. It's the red ones. The red. There's a story behind that one too, but yeah. I don't often share either the people that purchase my artwork. I don't know why I don't do that. I take pictures with them and stuff like that, but it's weird. Like I don't think to share it. I don't know. I don't know why I don't do that. I just take pictures of the artwork, post it, and then hopefully somebody messages me like, "Hey, I saw your artwork. Can I have that?" And I'll usually just go into my DM, and if I'm making new artwork, I'll just DM everybody that I made something, my close friends or whatever that is. And if somebody likes it, if anybody likes it, I'll DM them and ask them if they have a budget for the artwork that they saw. Because once again, I'm trying to get as many people to be aware of what I'm capable of. And even murals. I asked this one guy the other day, I was like, "Bro, why you ain't hit me back on this mural for your dad's store?" There's a little bit of a language barrier and stuff like that, because it took me like 15 minutes to tell him that I'm a muralist at this point and I want to paint and make money off of, yeah. That's what I want to do. Yeah. I mean, for right now, different. Maybe I'll do more artwork for this. I need to figure out what's going on with this shape right here. I think we're just gonna do this. Yeah, but I think that's what R stands for, right? Rubies, Rubbles. I've heard it before, just never did anything consisting with that type of money. I had a lot of money. I still got money from different countries too. I mean, you save like $1.25 or something like that when you go to a different country. Yeah, I think this is the whole entire vehicle. We're just gonna paint this, whatever color this is. We'll just do that. I think there's white in here. That's why I came out this way. Oh. Let me see if anybody else knows the answer to what that R word says. Nope, I didn't get an answer for that. Okay. No, nobody else knows either. Then I don't know either. I don't know either, bro. Like I'm trying to be all over the countries, man. Wherever I can be, I'm trying to get there. Because just like I said, place is cool. I've been here for a very long time. And when I got to travel, like, people are just so much more different. And I think at this point, like, if I feel like that, then I know there's somewhere else that I belong. Just say it like that. I feel like I do belong somewhere else, and not saying that the United States has not been my forefront, but traveling is it's a lot more. Yeah, it's just a lot more, man. I'm gonna say like people don't care. Like, oh, you're a traveler. Oh, that's awesome. Where have you been? And then conversation goes from there. But you go to you just go around your city and ask if people have traveled. You're just having conversation. No, I really haven't gotten out of the city in over 56 years. Just not into traveling. And I'm like, how the hell are we supposed to learn from y'all if y'all ain't traveling and doing stuff like outside of the norm? Like, please help me figure that one out. Because just like people are up here, everybody's trying to learn something. They're trying to get something out of this experience, right? This is entertainment, obviously, but when I'm telling you, like, there's things that we all need to take from each other, traveling would be one of them. How can you share with the next generation that there's possibilities of traveling if you never share that with anybody? You know what I'm saying? Like, how do you get that? If you've never seen anybody paint, you'll never know what it took for somebody to create something that you saw on the wall. You're like, I don't know how you do that. But no one ever shares it because they're like gatekeepers and stuff like that. I like that word, gatekeeping. I want to be a gatekeeper one day too. You can't get in here until you have this level of experience. That would be fun too. That'd be so fun. Maybe that's why people gatekeep, because it is fun. No, I never thought about it like that. What do you do during the weekends? I gatekeep. What do you gatekeep? Every information that it ever exists, and I gatekeep. I'm like, why do you do that? Because it's fun. Didn't you know that? It's fun. It's some fun stuff. And then they look at you like you're crazy, but I'm like, I am crazy. And so is the rest of the world, trying to figure out what we should be doing with our gatekeeping information. You know, like if I never share anything that I do, people would be like, yo, this dude's a bot. I'm not coming up here watching this dude. He's a freaking bot, man. I don't know what he's talking about half of the time. Because he just sounds like a bot. He doesn't share any information. He doesn't tell us who he is. Does he have kids? I'm not really sure. No, I'm not really sure. I don't think so. Does he like to swim? Never seen him in the pool before, so he must not know how to swim. I do know how to swim too. I was taught as a kid to swim because I grew up at the beach. And trust me, drowning was a heavy ass experience. I remember, it's crazy too. I remember when I was a kid, we had this pond and there was fish in there. The city or local area, whatever, however you see it, they made sure that we had, you know, these like little beautiful spots and tidbits of places, you know, for everybody. You just come down, you can fish, you know, in a pond. And I remember one year there was a situation where kids had either one kid or more kids, whatever the hell happened, they had drowned. And I was like, damn, that's exciting. I was like, why wasn't I down there when that shit happened? I probably was like, I'd have been swimming with them. I'd have been like teaching them how to swim or whatever the case was, but they ended up drowning. And RIP to those kids that never made it out of the projects or the pond, wherever. I don't know why I'm saying it like that, but I'm like, that's so stupid. Like you really drown in a pond. And then I'm starting to think like, how old were these kids? Because normally, you know, I didn't know all of the neighborhood kids, but I knew the neighborhood kids and I didn't know any of them kids. So it sounded like somebody just made that shit up so they could like get rid of the pond or, you know, something. Because once again, I never saw anything in the paper. My mom didn't be like, hey, you know, you guys are not going down to the pond because, you know, I just heard of it. And yeah. Yeah. I was like, man, all my friends know how to swim. Like, if you live near the beach, you're gonna learn how to swim. Your parents will take you down to the water, dunk you in, you know, in the water, and leave you there until you figure out how to get out of, you know, a wave. You know what I'm saying? Like for real. That's all I knew that we did was go to the beach because we lived at the beach. You know what I'm saying? Like, what's wrong with y'all? What's wrong with y'all? All right, I need to add some yellows. I'm sorry. That did sound really disrespectful. But like I said, I'm thinking of it as an adult. Like right now, I'm like, I don't think that was real. I don't think it was at all. I don't think that scenario or situation or whatever they came up with, I don't think none of that was real. I need red. Yeah, just like I said, I would ask my childhood friend too, like, do you remember that? And they would be like, no, I don't remember nothing like that. I don't know, man. I don't know where that just crept up in my head that was a real possibility of somebody. I think that's orange. Maybe I shouldn't mix that up. Because all this light is like, I don't know. I'm just trying to add these little highlights and streaks of red. It's kind of like orange though. Maybe I just tap it, see what it does. We're just gonna tap this thing right here. I think I need a break though, because I'm like bouncing in between my stories, my ideas, and I think I might be hungry a little bit. I might be a little bit hungry. I'm a little hungry. Might have to go home and get some fruit. He needs some fruit. I feel like this is above. It's like hanging on the edges of. Nope, still can't get that correct. I might have to stand back because it doesn't look right. I know I'm doing it right. It just doesn't look right this up close. And this is mostly green. I think I have the camera as well back so you can see what it looks like. Because like I said, once I'm standing this close, none of this looks right. I'm like, what are you doing? What are you doing? It looks like an eyeball too. Looks like blood in the streets. Oh, shoot. It's like, I got it on the plate, so I might as well just put something right there. And the rest of this is like this yellow and green is right here. I feel like this is over top, but There's like puddles here too, so that's white. Yeah, if you're a muralist, please inspire somebody to do flat walls um, rather than brick to start off with, because this is a whole headache and a half. Somebody's like, yeah, you should have primed the wall, and it should have been this and this. And I'm like, look, this wall looks like it just needs to be. It looks like I should have just put canvas up here or a flat sheet and then painted it, because that would have made the whole difference. Like, for real. Because this wall is the bumpiest wall I've ever seen in my entire life. And it's not forgiving at all. No. It is not forgiving. I might have to go back and add darker. So yeah, I taught myself how to swim when I was a kid too. I thought that was really interesting. We had like these ponds, and we didn't really have pools and stuff. We just always swim in the water, like nonstop in ponds. You said keeper of the gates. I am. Yep, I'm a gatekeeper. Okay, so I don't know if I see the highlights over there. Maybe I need to add some more red there too. I said there's green. I'll just bust out the green real quick. Oh. I have some really good brushes I bought, but if you don't clean them, they are not forgiving at all. They are not forgiving. I'm just using the hardest brush that I can. But yeah, on everything, like I think if your first time as a muralist, if you're trying to make these, make the surface that you're painting as flat as possible. All of these ridges, and it's too time consuming. It really is. Like I said, I don't mind it because it's just a wall for me. But I can see where this could have been a lot easier for blending. Yeah, a lot easier for blending. Well, for me, I mean, I don't know. I don't know what everybody else paint like and what their skill set is, but you know, I'm still just trying to figure out everything as I go. I get that a lot too, where everybody's like, "Yeah, I don't know what I'm doing." I don't think anything and everybody knows what they're doing. I don't think so, unless you've been doing this for 56 years and you're like, "Yeah, I got an idea what I'm doing," but you know, you just go in there and bust it out in like 40 minutes, you know. But other than that, you still taking your time. You're still trying to figure it out as you go. Yeah. I think this area is too. I think it should be. I got it. Yep, just figuring it out as I go. Like my lunch break, I'm just gonna figure it out as I go. I don't know what to eat when I get home, but I guarantee I will be eating something and figuring out what the rest of my day is gonna be like. Cause it's Friday. I just got paid. Actually, I want to get paid more too. No, wait, nobody knows what R stands for African, for South Africa. Is that rubies? Is that what they pay? Is that what they get paid? Rubies? I was hoping somebody would know that because I don't have my phone to search. But I think that's what it is. It's rubies, right? That's what somebody was offering. I'm like, bro, like just do the conversion. Like, why are you asking me as if? I mean, I'm supposed to know, but no, I never really dealt with money like that. Not in that form. Of course, put patches up here now because the freaking paint then peeled off an entire layer of paint. Like, God, I mean, tape peeled off an entire layer of freaking paint. Ridiculous, man. You're ridiculous. Stop being ridiculous. I don't think it's that green to it. We'll just go back. We got to go backwards. We go backwards. Yeah, if anybody else want to buy artwork too, please message me. You can message me on Instagram. You can message me on Instagram. So I can get you some artwork. Mm-hmm. Get you some artwork that you might like and love and enjoy, and you know. Oh yeah, after you you put it up on your wall, you can send me a picture too. I would enjoy that. Yeah. You know, because sometimes like I do with my artwork. I I mean I'm not saying that, but like once they receive I have no idea what people do. I know that I've seen people have my artwork on the floor. Okay, I'm like I'd put my artwork on the floor too. Like if you go into my house right now, most of my artwork is not on the wall. It's on the floor. Yeah. And I don't have any issue with that at all. You know, I clean up and I make sure that the space is clean, the floors are clean, and things like that. So just put your artwork on the floor instead of me putting like 1,000 holes in the wall. Or I use Velcro though. I put the Velcro on the back of the and I just put it on the wall. Yep. I sure do. I have no problem with doing it that way whatsoever. Yep. It's actually more satisfying knowing that I'm comfortable with how I create a space for my art. Yep. Yep. Yeah, I think we might just work all the way through our lunch break and then we'll just go home for the day. Yeah. Unless somebody else texts me and tell me that they want, some attention, and then we don't go do that. And then we'll just cut this short and I'll be here tomorrow. Ha. Oh yeah, I'm still planning a party for supposedly I'm still planning a party for next week. So we're gonna have another house party. Yeah. Somebody was like, yo, why don't you live stream your parties? I was like, because I'm not recording because I'm doing other stuff. Like, I don't know. I'll sit the camera down, and if anybody wants to like interview themselves or then that's what the camera's gonna be for. Yeah. That's how I see it. I'm not a videographer in any way, shape, or form, as you can tell, because the camera really hasn't moved in the last 2 hours. Sorry. It really just has not moved at all. And it's not my fault. It's your fault. No, it's pretty much your fault. Mm. Yeah, I guess when it comes to editing, I'll edit whatever. You know what I'm saying? I'll make it into whatever. But me just sitting up there recording everybody, I'm not gonna keep the camera in everybody's face. It just feels weird. It really does. I'm like, no one came to my parties to be recorded. You know what I'm saying? And some other people came to just just to get away from the social media. They just came to enjoy the environment and the space that I've opened my house to. Yeah. I feel like it's more intrusive at that point. And just like I said, if anybody wants to, they want to say something or they want to add, to their day, because I have the camera set up all the time where, when you first come in, you can take a selfie with me, right? Or you can take a selfie with some friends. I do things like that because I think it's consciously, that's what everybody wants, they dress up real nice. Everybody get, their favorite fit on, or, they bought something just for the party or whatever. Because we try to do themes for the party, and everybody wants to take pictures for their gram, you know? So, and I have to respect that. So I have a space for everybody to take pictures, and we can just take pictures wherever, however you get down. Yep. But I had to confirm today where we're going to keep the party going for this coming up weekend. This next one, not this one here. I didn't plan anything. I need to start planning like in advance like that, because I do enjoy the fact that I have something to do instead of me rushing out there and be like, oh, I'm gonna go to this place and blah blah blah. Like, does anybody do that? Does anybody plan ahead, like, or they just go with the cycle of whatever we say we want to do for? I'm not really getting this color that I want. Yeah, does anybody plan like that? I'm not talking about parties and stuff, but you're like, oh, the weekend's coming up, I'm gonna go, sail on my yacht, because you obviously got to plan for stuff like that. I could probably go on a cruise right now too. Ooh, yeah, I can go on a cruise right now because I made it. And so we are going to have to figure out, because like I said, today is Friday. I didn't even take out the trash today. I didn't even think about it. I heard him out there and I was like, you know what? I'm not running out there to take out no daggone trash. And then I realized that all my neighbors never took out the trash either. So I'm like, we all must be stuck in the same habit or whatever happened, because none of them took out their trash. I've seen not one single trash can out there to be picked up by anybody. And I know the trash people come up, because they charge us for trash. Like, every time they come and pick up the trash, they're marking whose trash they picked up, so they don't get paid. I don't know if y'all noticed that though. They get paid every time they have to come pick up our trash, and then they charge us, homeowners, they charge us for, the city or whatever, chargers and stuff like that. Yep, not this week, bro. Not this week. I might have saved us like $4 or something by not taking out my trash until next week, because that's when the party's gonna be. So I wasn't stressing it. I'll just take out the trash the day before, and boom, goes the dynamite. Yeah, I think I should have made this a little darker. Shoot. Before I put that paint over top of that one. Yeah, I probably should have made it a little bit darker. I'm trying to blend this in here. Put some darker colors up there, and I'll put this little lighter. It's supposed to be, just like I said, this is not meant to be seen up close. Like if you're getting up close, you're doing too much. You got to stand back so you can visualize what the whole plethora of colors and everything is supposed to be. So if you get mad, like, oh, I can see all of the details in the paint and where you blah 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 blah. You're running your mouth for no reason, because you should not be standing this close to look at a painting. That's why they have rope around artwork, because you can stand back. And you're not the painter. You're the observer. Yeah, that's why they tell us as, painters, and it's like you have to stand back just to see what you're doing correct. Because if not, your brain will tell you you're doing something wrong, and then you'll paint over it, and you'll go back over it, and it's like it's really kicking your butt, to figure out those things. Splash of color. There's a little green in there. It's a little green. Might have to soften that up a little bit. With some darker colors, like right in between here. It's like, it does look like blood, and this should be sprayed. So yeah, because that red is harsh. This is why I keep saying, like, I really need spray paint rather than, oops. I really need spray paint. My bad. My bad. I feel like it's like, no, I seriously feel like it should be spray painted. No, don't include me in conversations like that, lady. I don't want to hear stuff like that. All right. So it's like orange. Maybe I. This like, it's dark. It's all black. Nope, I should have added black to this too. Dang it. Now, before I go into This wall is dry. Hmm. Ooh, I just thought of that too. Maybe I am. That's wild. It's just not to those type of. Maybe I'm not. I don't think there's anything wrong with that either, but maybe I'm not. I really want brighter orange. I'm gonna brush this off real quick. 2 hours later. Yeah, I probably should have used orange instead of this. But it's cool. Okay. Oh yeah, so at this point, I don't even need the projector because I think I have everything that I said, except for the lettering. 'Cause I'm not sure if I'm gonna go back over the lettering. I might have to just spray paint that um, completely out. Yeah, I might have to do that. Mm-mm-mm-mm. The flies. And then we're gonna need some gray. Mm-mm-mm-mm. Actually, this is more like a tan than it is yellow. All right, I think I'm pretty much running out of steam. And then just like I said, I've been trying to figure out how to get all of this all of this finished without taking forever. But, maybe another couple days we'll have this all plotted out. Mm-hmm. Just a few more days. There's a little bird there. Oh shoot, that's cool. I wonder, today might be a good day to go to the beach too. I need a tan. I need to get like red. That'd be a really good thing. Might go down there and see if I can see some new activity. You know what I'm saying? Maybe get a fresh cup of ice cream. This ice cream will be real delicious today. Yep. Man, this wall is dry. Dry as heck. Oh yeah, so I know it's a little different, but I really do like sumo wrestling. And I watched the last competition. Wakatakage was the winner, the Yusho winner, and is in Japan. So the next one will be in let me see, June, July, probably August will be the next match. And he'll be fighting, obviously, others for the title because he's Ozeki right now. And I don't know if anybody knows what the heck I'm talking about, but sumo wrestling. It's kind of like professional wrestling, but it's usually for a minute, one person versus one person. And I really enjoy it because these two people are fighting 15 days. And I thought that was so cool. Like you're fighting 15, maybe even 16 people, just depends on, how the match goes. You might be fighting 16 people, but I think they're so cool, man. Preparation is everything. And these people are very determined on, being the best. And I saw that. When I first watched the episode, I was like, are you serious? Like these people are really competing like this? I was like, oh no, I got to go see this. And so that is my goal. And I believe it's going to be this year. That's my goal this year, to go watch professional wrestlers. I've watched, United States wrestlers and stuff like that and blah, blah, blah. But I want to go watch some real people just exert incredible amount of strength. So yeah, Watatakage. That's his name. And he's the winner for the month of March. Wait, March, April, no. Because they started in March. No. March, April. I don't know when they started. I'm tripping. I'm hungry right now. I'm so hungry. All right, so this got orange and a little bit of black. Yeah. Something I don't think you can bet on them fighting. But you know what else I noticed too? People from Japan, they never have facial hair. Never. Never. Even the women never have facial hair. What's up with that? What's up with that? I was like, you know what? I might have to get into the razor business. When I get over there, I might have to open up a shop just sells razors. That's it. Because some people never have facial hair. And I'm like, damn, they be sitting up there just getting all of that hair on their face, just completely zoomed off. I'm like, dang. I was like, there's got to be a business in there somewhere. Oh, every last one of them. I was watching those matches. Every last one of them people don't have a single ounce of hair on their face. Nope. 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 What's up with that? I've never heard anything about that before in my entire life. You know how videos, movies, and they have these like little scenes and stuff, but no one's ever talked about that. Even the shaving industry, the trimmer industry, never heard anybody talk about the fact that Japanese people do not have facial hair. And then I really started to think about aliens. I was like, aliens don't have facial hair. What's up with that? Why don't y'all like facial hair? Hmm? Why not? Why don't y'all have facial hair, man? Why? Like when your baby's born, your baby don't have facial hair. When your wife is, getting married, she don't have facial hair. What's up with that, man? What y'all got going on? What's up with that? I mean, y'all have hair on top of your head, but not on your face. And I'm like, is that a genetic thing? Is that something that I should be aware of? Do y'all get paid for not having facial hair? Wait, are y'all cutting your hair on your face and selling it to other countries? Is that what y'all doing? And I'm not even trying to be rude, but I watched a couple matches over there, and nobody had facial hair. Nope, not one single person had facial hair. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. What's up with that? What's up with that? All right, somebody texting me. I might have to do some business. Talk about some business. Some business. Oh, I like that. That gray came out. I like that. That's a nice little gray. Mm. Mm. That was a good color gray. A little white and black. That thing came out sharp gray. But I appreciate you guys watching today too. Thank you, Omizu. Thank you, Dondrell. Thank you, Katie. And whoever else that stopped by just to, check out what I got going on, because I appreciate that. I really do. I appreciate that. I'm all the way over there. I am so sorry. You said, yeah, I watched the highlights from this past tournament. Oh, Mizu, stop it, bro. You trying to really tell me you've been watching this and we've never conversated about sumo wrestling, bro? Are you serious? Are you serious? Oh my gosh, bro. I knew that's why I liked you, Mizu. We could have been having like crazy good conversations. Like, I'm really into it. I'm like 100%. I'm trying to speak the language. You know what I'm saying? Like, I really want to learn something else because I'm into it. I want to learn the language and, but I learn better if I'm actually doing, the actual experience. That's how I see it. Man, join the party, oh Mizu. Join the party, my friends. You watched the last. Yeah, I was stunned. I was stunned by not the fact that I knew that somebody was going to win, but when I saw how good everybody was this, this month, I was like, yo, Karishima. I think Karishima was going to take the top. He had the top, like he had like 6 nonstop back-to-back wins, and then he got taken out by 3 other people, and then that was it. His season ended. Like you said, there's nothing like sumo. The May tournament, yeah, the May tournament. You said next one is in July. That's correct. You just said smoother than a baby's bottom. I swear, I don't know how they get that facial hair. Like they just really just don't have any facial hair. I looked at every single person in the crowd. I said the women don't have facial hair. I said the babies don't have facial hair. I said security don't have facial hair. I was like, man, this is crazy. Yeah, I'm excited about that, man. I'm excited about the new season too. Not the new season. I hate saying seasons. Seasons are for the United States. The new months or the new calendar or whatever. Yeah, man. I was really, really stunned and excited. I was like, every time that somebody come over, I have a couple guys over, we just like watching the games and stuff. I was like, yo, hold on, I got this sumo match really quick that I'm about to finish up, and we'll be watching that shit together, and it'd be wild, man. No one's ever seen stuff like this, and like I said, you got to open up people's eyes because we don't recognize it until it's too late, and then we're not on board. But I'm like, yo, sumo is absolutely the most exquisite thing I've seen in a while. Like I would pay thousands of dollars to watch 2 people just like, duel or whatever. And I was like, well, damn, it's right there. Sumo is every other month or whatever. And they have the Juro division as well, like the junior division, but they call it Juro division. And some people make it up from the Juro division to the professional division. And I get excited about seeing brand new people coming up in there and just like kicking ass and taking names. And I like how they answer questions. Like it's brilliant. It just makes you feel like these people are dedicated on a whole nother level. Like there's no disrespect. They're not here to boost, like, oh, I'm better than this person. They're like, no, I'm just gonna go in there, I'm gonna do my best. And I'll be like, let's go. It just makes me feel so good. And that's why I said I'm so into. Yeah, I really am. I don't know what it is. Maybe it's just my DNA somewhere along the lines that I had something as far as like enjoying, that type of people. You know what I'm saying? I just never know until, it opens up your eyes. And I didn't realize how closed-minded people can be. And I'm like, damn, y'all missing out on some stuff, man. These people ain't no joke, bro. There's just like dedication, and maybe honor is something that like I appreciated since since forever, because that's what my family, we're honorable people. Like we're very respectful people, and maybe that's what everybody else don't see, because they can take advantage of that. Like, oh, they do things like this, so I know if I can just take advantage of them. You know what I'm saying? Like I can get something out of it. But there's a lot of honor in there, and I value people who honor. I really do. I really do. So yeah, when I saw, you said every time I visited my grandparents in Hawaii, they'd be watching sumo. Oh, sheesh, let's go. That's so cool. I only recently started following it. Oh man, I've been watching it for a couple years now. Yeah, since my brother got me a t-shirt that said Tokyo, and I was like, there's got to be a reason for that. My brother brought something, and he's like, yeah, man, I thought you would like something like this. And I was like, I appreciate that. I really do. Like, if you see it, I'm saying, like I said, there's a lot of honor in situations like that. I know people who don't even think about me like that, but for somebody to just, it is a simple t-shirt. I didn't need it to have diamonds. I didn't need it to be like, you didn't have to spend $300. A simple t-shirt. That's it. And boom, I got myself, respect, you know? I was like, man, it was beautiful, man. Just a beautiful experience. You know what I'm saying? Like you said, your grandparents be watching it. Let's go. I'm telling you, there's something in honor in these people that I pick up. You know, I picked it up. I picked it up. It made me feel like I was aligned with something that, yeah, I was aligned with something, and I 100% value things like that. I value honor in people because there's a lot of people that grow up and don't have the same honor, and then I'm like, I'm not trying to teach nobody shit because if you don't have honor in yourself, then you won't have honor in me either. You just won't. Yep. You just won't have any honor in. Yep. Let's go. Man, that's what I'm saying. I know there was something in there. Something in there on me, dude. Let's go. Yep, I can't wait for the new season. This new season. God damn it. Can this new month to come up so I can watch these professionals do their thing, man. Yep. Watch them do their best. That's all we got today is our best, man. Yep. Just out there doing our best. That's what they say every single time. Like, I'm like, man, this stuff resonates with me like on a crazy level. Like when they have conversations, like I talk like that too, and I'm like, where am I getting this from? And I said the world just like gives us a little bit, you know what I'm saying? You take a little bit and you add that to the value of life, but man, yeah, there's just a lot of honor in that. Just like I said, I mean, it's a competition, but you know, even when they knock the other opponent down, because you know they're used to like when they're practicing stuff like that, they're just here. Let me help you out, because you know we gonna do. You know, you're gonna do better next time. You know, like it's just cool to see, man. Like I said, I got a lot of respect for people, you know, in that way, and I can't. And I'm just gonna. I ain't even gonna be. You know, I just don't have a lot of respect for some of the people in the U.S. I just don't. They talk to me like they know me and stuff like that. And so when they say my name or, you know, it's like, nah. But if I go to a country and they respect me like that, I'm staying. I'm absolutely staying. The US can keep all of these phony, fake people and, you know, y'all can have it. I don't want none of that shit. Because when they say my name, I'm going to say your name correctly too. I ain't going to be trying to whistle and, you know, this is how we gonna say it because, you know, we from the hood and whatever the hell they be thinking they be doing right. Y'all all wrong, man. I mean, don't get me wrong, everybody got aliases and stuff like that, and they have different identities and stuff like that, but I'm like, y'all are confused as hell. Like, no cultural background. And that's why I said, you know, my family has raised me in a different way because there's a lot of respect for each other. I can't find that. I can't find that here. I just can't. People don't do what they say, you know? I'm like, I'm ready to go, man. I made a song about that, me being ready to go. Whatever this fire is going on in this world, I said, I'm ready to go, man. I can't hang out with these people because they all ablaze. They all confused. And I said, it's not even about money. It's just how they just carry themselves. I was like, you going to carry yourself into the new year? I don't have no New Year's resolution. I'm like, yeah, you're going to do the same shit you did last year, thinking that that's the way that, you know, you know, it should be done every single time. Like, it's a new season. Do something different. Tell yourself that this is the new you. Oh, man, I don't do no New Year's resolution. I just keep doing blah. Nope. You have nothing really to live for, huh? Just for a paycheck. You know, and hopefully you can see tomorrow. And that's it, man. Like I said, I lost it. I lost it a long ago. I lost respect for those. I mean, like I said, I grew up in a tribe. I grew up with people who had something that they lived for. And I don't see none of that stuff in here in this I don't see none of it. Nope. I mean, there's family and stuff like that, but when they be talking to each other, I'd be like, why you be talking to your friends and your family members like that? You call them nigga and that bitch, and I'm like, why y'all talk to each other like that? If I ever said some shit like that to one of my relatives, they'd be like, fuck is wrong with you? You all right? You smoking shit? Like, what's going on? Like, I never understood that. Like, that's not my name, so you can't call me by that. And a couple people did. I had some previous, but like I said, when I find it, and somebody else, I'm keeping that. If they respect my name, oh yeah, we gonna be friends forever. Yep. Be like, what you need? You need something? I got you. You need me to pay a bill for you? You got your kids need, some clothes. I got you. I'll take care of that. You know what I'm saying? Family is everything. And that's what I honor in that. And just like those Japanese people, every month they go out there and they work hard and they're doing it for their family. Like, I honor stuff like that. I really do. I honor people like that. Very few people in this world that I've met that honor stuff like that. From the outside, just very, very few people. Yeah. You can't even say my name correctly. That's why I said I think I belong in a different country. Whatever is going on here, I'm not saying I'm trying to escape it, but if y'all gonna keep acting like a fool, there's countries where they don't even deal with half of the stuff that we're talking about in the US. They don't even talk about stuff like that, Not saying that because they have more money, but they just know that life can be better if you make it that way. There are some places they don't have no crime. They have absolutely zero crime. And I said most of the time it's crime because people want to take things they don't even deserve. You know what I'm saying? They believe that it's theirs, but I'm like, no, it's somebody else's stuff. So, and I would never think about robbing somebody or taking something from somebody else because it's not mine. You know what it probably took for somebody to, they probably took their life to keep that stuff. And somebody just want to come up and there's some places that do not have crime. No crime whatsoever. And I honor stuff like that, man. Because I'm like, everybody is an individual. We all just want to get things done and live our lives. And, along the way, we want to make friends and respect each other along the way. But yeah, when I went to the bar the other night, I'm like, man, these people they ain't never going to change. They're going to be there tomorrow, next week, the day after that, the week after that. And that's it. I got to put this grill up here too. On this front. This is another space that I did not. Yeah. But yeah, I don't know why I went all into that. I probably because I'm aggravated with these freaking people. And get me all, all upset and stuff. I'm upset. Never that. Never getting upset about shit like that. Yeah, next time somebody say the N-word to me, I'm just gonna look at them like, I don't know who you're talking to. I just have no idea what conversation we started where my name started with an N, because usually it started with a P, but you adding some extra little, little flares in there as if we best friends forever, but we not, because you don't know my name. Nope. You don't know my name. Absolutely not, bro. But I appreciate you sharing that, Omizu, with me, man. That's so cool, man. I know this world is meant for. Man, I just knew this world was meant for us, man. Yep. And I don't have to share it with nobody if I don't want to. I don't have to share none of my secrets, none of my wealth, none of my time, because I don't have to. I really don't. And I don't want to. Not with them. I swear I'm just such an outsider to everybody. Like, I tell people I paint and they just look at me like I got 15 heads. Like this is the first time they've ever heard anybody do anything what I'm doing. And it's like I don't paint rocket ships and shit. You know what I'm saying? I'd be like, wow, like you're way out there. I just paint murals and I paint pictures and I organize my life like that because that's the best way that I know how to be myself. And if I can be myself, then the world doesn't seem so harsh anymore. It really doesn't. It does not seem as harsh as everybody leads it to be. Just like I started out this conversation with this woman who told me that she doesn't talk about personal. What she say? She doesn't give out personal information. I'm like, lady, you're doing a business right now. You're operating with customers. You don't give out personal information. And I was like, well, shit. Let me just tell you about myself then. If you're not here to give out anything, I'll give you who I am. You already know where I live. I don't know where you live. You know what I'm saying? Like, how much personal information am I passing along to you? For you not to give me anything, like I asked what kind of music you're playing. It's like, is this your playlist? No, it's the radio. And then she was completely silent after that. And I was like, wait, is this what we doing? And then some people, some of the drivers be like, oh, people get in and they don't even say nothing and blah, blah, blah. And I can see why people don't say nothing. Because everybody's so closed. They're on their own trajectory and they don't care about anybody else. And I get that because everybody else out to do whatever it is that they're going to do for themselves. But I'm like, life is a gift. And if you're not sharing some of that, what you doing then? What you doing if you're not sharing any of that with the class? Isn't that what we went to school for? So we can communicate with the people that are around us. But I guess after you get an adult and you go through situations where people have treated you wrong, you're just automatically closed out. And like I said, it's a business that people are doing all the time, so they have to stay strict with that. And I get that 100%. I believe that business is business, and you don't want to focus on those things because it'll take you out of, the idea that you are doing a business. I get that. But I'm like, we're people. This is why I talk to y'all. Because we're all people. I was like, if this was your dog and you're like, hey, can you talk to my dog? You know what I'm saying? Because my dog, likes to listen to people talk to him. And I'm like, is he going to respond back to me? And they're like, yeah, absolutely going to bark a few times, but I'm not speaking because I don't speak to people. Like, what are we doing in this world? Like seriously, what are we doing anymore? I'm on a rant right now. But yeah, that shit really bothered me. I was like, lady, you let me get in your car and you're telling me you don't share any personal information. I was like, I wasn't asking you about your mom and your dad and if you got kids and also the extra shit. I'm asking you about like who you are because I'm getting in the car with a stranger. I got like 15 minutes until I get home and I'm not going to sit here, quiet as hell because I talk a lot. And that's what I told her. I talk a lot. So that's why I paint. I paint because my images in my brain want me to put them somewhere, and that's what I do. She's like, oh, that's nice. And then she just became quiet again. And I was like, no, this is the person that you are. This is not about business. You can't tell me you don't put your private information out there. I was like, no, you're just that person. That's it. There's nothing else that, I didn't ask her if she got friends or if she wanted me to be friends with her. I asked her none of that stuff. And it kind of like bothered me a little bit. I'm like, what generation are you from? Like, I'm a perfect stranger getting in your car. You're going to tell me, obviously you're going to tell me whatever you want to tell me, but she could have been lying to me the whole time. She could have just made up some shit. She could have just made up something to go with and then keep it moving. Like, oh yeah, I plant flowers and, I go on. I don't know. She could have just said anything, but whatever. I'm done. I'm going to go take a break. I'm not sure if I'm going to come back because it's been like 3 hours, but I think I pretty much laid as much paint as I could today. And yeah, this looks like, I swear, I told my brother, I said, this looks like a burger. This looks like a burger dine-in because this has that tannish and then like the little lettuce and there's like a burger inside and then yeah, blah blah blah. You said honor and respect are a big part of Japanese society. Absolutely is, and like I said, I really wish that I had that. I really wish that I had that here. We have respect, but there's no honor. You know what I'm saying? There's respect, but there's just no honor. Mm-mm. You said the Bushido spirit still lives on in the Japanese people, even though there is no longer a samurai class. That is correct. That is very much correct. And I'm glad they take that thing and they make it their own, even if, their society has changed and how they look at people has changed and how things have made them who, they say they are. I think this circle needs to be. Oh. Somebody is driving on the property. I think that this is not, oops, nope, that is not dark enough. That's not dark enough. I wanted to make this a little wider because, okay, I'm fine with that. I got the color though. All right. You said the Bushido spirit still lives on in the Japanese people, even though there is no longer a samurai class. But I have to respect that. Like even with their kids, I have to respect how they treat each other. Even with the kindness, or even if the kids got like this attitude problem, whatever the case is, I really respect that. I really do. Really do. And I like how they respect their women as well. Even if the women are crazy as hell in general. I'm just gonna say that out loud because that's what it is. He said it's looking good, bro. I appreciate that. Yeah, got a little color scheme going on, you know what I'm saying? I told you I can paint. I told you, and I'm just using my phone for reference. You know what I'm saying? Told you I can paint. I told you. And like I said, I can freehand all of this too. Obviously, the lines would probably be straight, but I'm freehanding the hell out of this because I made it. Let's go. Thank you guys for joining me for this live stream. It's been a couple hours. I'm going to see if I'm going to come back, but, I'm going to get something to eat. And I appreciate you guys. I appreciate you guys joining me today for 3 hours. Wow, probably the longest stream in a while. 3 hours. But you know what? You got to do your best. You got to do what counts. And today, that's when I did my best. Let's go. I got to finish whatever this color is. I have to get this here too because this is the side of the vehicle. But we'll get that. We'll get that in due time. But thank you guys for watching me. Thank you guys for being here. You know what? Y'all see my shirt too. Woo! It's key to be me, y'all. Until next time, peace out.